The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tulane Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Preston. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Tulane lines up on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hayes. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. Touchdown, Tulane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if they have to look to their big tight end in the passing game, that could open the door to some struggles.
I mean, he has to be the go-to because he is their best weapon. This is not a dynamic passing attack with guys on the outside with speed, take the top off the defense, catch posts and goes. A lot of it goes through this tight end. So it's getting to the sticks, working open in zone coverage, being that reliable target for the quarterback. That's going to be important in this one.
No doubt. So that starts with great hands, contested catches, using that big frame to catch those intermediate passes, move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Platt. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Terrell. It's a running room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Quick strike complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. Wants to throw again. Big fella moving. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
On third down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Reed. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Preston. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for space. It's Sands. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a connection. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 11 to Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety. So zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The Owls are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Snagged in the middle, it's Preston. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fires to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Zimmerman. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll leave it with him. He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right?
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tulane! They take the lead with the 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't get a ton on the But the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board.
Makes the grab on the right. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Going up top again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sands. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it to him on the screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hold and fire complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job. Finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably...
He's running free down the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sands. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Clapp. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. It's complete. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He'll ride his man on the option. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. On the run, it's Turner. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pollack and Jesse Pollack.